Hey, it's Clay at ClayTrader.com. This will be the weekly review of the Power Profit Scan newsletter, which is part of the subscription service that I offer at the site. And the other part that comes with it is a live chat room. But this area, I don't want to say gets forgotten about, but it is another area of the subscription. And I want to just kind of give you a look behind the scenes and go over some past results. And hopefully, in going over some past results, not only answer some questions you may have, but also maybe even just turn this into a little miniature learning exercise too. A couple quick disclosures. First off, am I trying to imply that every alert that I make is some sort of money-making huge win? Absolutely not. In fact, if you've watched this video series in the past, you know I've shown plenty of losers and all that. The main point here that I'm trying to get across is why risk management is so important, because I will be the first to admit, yeah, there's losing alerts that are made, and I've shown those in the past. But this is why risk management is so important, because yeah, losses happen. Everybody has losses. Nobody is perfect. But if you do the proper risk management, then while losses happen, wins also happen. And when those wins do indeed happen, which you're about to see here, and in fact this week was a very, very good week, those wins are going to take care of those losses, assuming, of course, you manage the risk and keep those losses under control. Second part is we are going back to the week of 12/24. Why are we going back so far? That's a valid question. Two reasons. First, it's given the chart plenty of time to play out. And then second, it's just a matter of being fair. I mean, if you were to pay for this and then all of a sudden you see this stuff out publicly for everybody for free, I'd imagine you'd feel kind of maybe ripped off in a sense. And I'd say, yeah, that's a justified feeling. So it's just a matter of giving enough time for things to play out and being fair. So let's get started. And I should know what you see here is behind the scenes after you were to log into your account. You could access all the scans right here, or I do email them out. So, it's just a matter of whatever makes your life easiest. First one we are going to cover is what I threw into the pullback play category, ticker symbol TYME. And as you can see here, I noted how, there was an overall uptrend, but recently there had been this pullback, and then you got an interesting candle with some good solid volume. So, decided to throw it on there and see if this was potentially the bottom of this little pullback. But real quickly, hey Clay, one of the common questions I get, what sort of prices do you cover? Just take note of the prices. Right now we're talking about a sub $5 stock. To answer your question, I cover price. I don't really care about price. I care about probabilities. What do I mean? Well, if I think there's more probabilities that it will succeed as opposed to not succeeding, that's what I care about. I care about the high probability trade setups and not necessarily the price. So there's the chart going into the week. These newsletters are always sent out on the weekend. That way you have plenty of time to prep and put together any sort of kind of plan of attack, if you will. So the next candle you'll see will be after the weekend is over. So let's see how this one played out. Right there, nothing crazy. So plenty of opportunity if members wanted to get in as hop into the stock. And then right there, just absolutely a nice solid day. Pulled back some. Went back up again, and then ultimately pulled back. But that move right there was good for 21.7%. Now, am I saying members played it perfectly for 21.7%? But as I do pretty much every week, let's say they screwed up half the trade. Well, half the trade, that's still giving you about a 10% move. And a 10% move in the matter of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, not too bad. If you need some perspective, walk into your local bank, your local credit union, and say, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir, I would like 10% return on my money in 4 days. And take out your phone and record their reaction. I'm very curious to how they would react if you were to tell your local bank, or any bank really, that you would like 10% return on your money in 4 days. Like I said, record their reaction. So nice movement here. And really, like I said, 10%, that assumes that you screwed up half the trade. 15% was more than realistic. But you get the point. Let's move on to the next one. For the next alert, I kind of created a category, history repeat, and the main point being, as I noted here, that the last time the price was down around this 950 area, you can see got the nice bounce up, and once again, the price had returned down to this 950 area, so it was just kind of a question of, hey, is history gonna repeat itself? So let's see if it did or not. And once again, keep an eye on the price. Now we're talking about a stock that's just shy of the $10 mark. So we were just talking about a stock below $5. Now we're talking about basically a $10 stock. So again, this was the chart going into the weekend. So the next candle you see will be when the weekend was over and the first trading day of the week. So let's see how this one played out. Again, nothing crazy, but plenty of opportunity right there. to get in. Now, as far as the calculations, I'm not basing calculations off of the fact that, people nailed it at the exact bottom. I'm not doing that. That's a little too optimistic, so I'm being more conservative, but you can see there after that first day, nice move up. Secondary opportunity for people to potentially get in, but nothing crazy. It's not like it flushed downwards or anything where it would have stopped people out. So just good, solid movement there. Spiked up. Continue to spike up, and look at that move. Very nice. And that brought about a total potential move of 32.9%. Once more, am I saying people played it absolutely perfectly? No. But we'll go with you screwed up half the trade. Well, screwing up half the trade is still 15, 16% in the matter of, a couple of weeks. Again, going to your bank. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, sir. I would like 16% return on my money in the next 2 weeks. They're going to tell you, well, we have bank CDs available for 2.5% for 3 years. So keep things in perspective. Is that some sort of triple-digit gain? No, but a very, very nice return, especially when you're talking about these price stocks where, there's plenty of liquidity and, you can make a nice trade on it. The next one to look at here is just breakout coming category and then ticker CLD. At this point, keep in mind the price. Now we're talking about a stock that is down below $1, right around the 53-cent mark when this was alerted. But really nothing fancy here, big volume. And then I put the trend line into place here. And I'll be honest, this is my favorite example of all examples because it really does show the power of charts. Now, am I sitting here saying that technical analysis charts are an absolute magical and perfect tool? No, there's no such thing as a perfect tool within the market. But technical analysis, the use of charts, technical trading, quote unquote, it's definitely a tool that should be in your trader tool belt. Again, is it the holy grail? Is it the be all end all? I'm not saying that, but when I see and I know people don't factor in technical analysis at all, here's an example of just the power of charts. So before we, see how things unfold, just keep an eye where the trend line is. You will notice that I do not adjust that trend line at all. There's no magic going on. It is where it is. And just keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that this is why watch lists are important. This is why watch lists exist, because as much as I wish I could say that, every single, alert that is made gives results within 4 days like that first one, or, a week or a couple weeks like that second one. Sometimes you just got to watch. Sometimes you just got to wait. That's just part of trading, building watch list and watching the watch list. So let's see how this one plays out. So you can see right there, just not even close to a breakout of that trend line. In fact, the price actually pulls back and then gets even nastier. So at this point, yeah, it's not looking like any sort of breakout would occur. So you just put it on the watch list and you kind of just watch it, right? And that's the point. And you can see, yeah, time continues to play out. Things get that much nastier. And then the price starts to head back up. Okay, it's nearing the range. And look at that. You saw I did not move the trend line at all. Went up and look right once again where it was rejected, right at that trend line. But, okay, so you're still watching. I'm not debating the fact that, yeah, compared to the other ones, this one actually is taking a while. But right there, finally got the break. So right there at 35 cents, not only does it break above it, it just starts to go sideways, works its way through it. Took a while, but you can see right here a very clear breakout, sideways price action. And then right there, it finally came in, and that equated to 40% move. Even if you played it halfway right, 20%, sure, that took a while, but going back to the bank analogy, 20% move, 30% move in the matter of a month. I mean, like I said, feel free to walk into the local bank. Excuse me, I'd like 30% in the next month. They'll tell you, well, we have 2.5% on a CD for the next 3 years. But 30% in a month, still a very nice play. But overall, just goes to show the power of charts and trend lines and all that good stuff. Final alert we'll go over here is in the category, is there some sort of bounce coming, for ticker symbol ACHN. And as I say here, I mean, this price just gotten beaten up. Look at that, all caps. Price has gotten just totally destroyed. And then all of a sudden the volume kicked in. So let's see what happens. Was this some sort of bottom? Is there a bounce coming? So here's the chart. And once again, price-wise, now we're right around $1.50 stock. So prices all over the board from $10 down to, below $1. So let's see how this one played out. Right there, nothing crazy, but gave people plenty of opportunity to potentially get a position. right there. Another day for members to get position. Another day. So a little bit of patience required here. Then things start to wake up. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that thing. Just complete bounce, a little consolidation. And it keeps working its way up there. And that resulted in a 74.3% profit window. So even if you if you screwed up half the trade, 35%, not too bad at all. And that applies, like I said, you screwed up half of the trade. So a beautiful bounce, and it all starts with technical analysis. It all starts with the tool of charts and understanding and all that good stuff. But yeah, members, plenty of opportunity. Just a great, great week for members of the community. So if you would like to join the community, you can do that right there at claytrader.com/inner circle, or you can just go to claytrader.com and there's a link, or a section on the site, Inner Circle, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put a link down in the description section. So what all do you get? Well, you can pause and read everything if you want. We just went over the newsletter here, but there is also a live trading chat room. And there's the mobile app also, so it's not like you have to change your computer or anything to stay in touch. You can stay, in touch no matter where you are at. And as far as the price, $99. Now, not $99 per week, not $99 per month, not per quarter, per year. If you want to do that math even further, it breaks down to $8.25 per month. Or if you want to break it down even further, how much does it cost me per week? $1.90. How much are you spending on coffee? How much are you spending on fill in the blank per week? That's below $1.90. Everybody can afford it. It's more than fair. The price is definitely fair. And as I say every week, and I'm going to continue to say because it's the truth, over the time span of 12 months, I'm more than confident you'll get at least $99 worth of value. Not necessarily setting the bar too high, but the price keeps out the pumpers, the price keeps out the trolls, and it provides a very, very solid environment and community. So I hope you decide to give it a try. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments section. Get a hold of me on social media, send me an email, whatever makes your life easier, get a hold of me. I'd love to answer any questions you may have. And yeah, sign up. Let's get started.